In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the archives.
I think we all know the dangers of obesity and how it cuts your life almost in half. So I don't want to die. I don't want to feel like shit anymore. I don't want to feel like a prisoner of food. I'm gonna eat today a lot of my favorite junk, and then I have to bury it before it buries me.
This is not how you start setting good habits. Fam, we are here again for some more Foodie Beauty. She posted a video a couple days ago titled Fast Food Funeral, which was to say that she is supposedly fed up with the mukbangs. She's tired of being exhausted, tired of being depressed, tired of eating crappy food, just tired of doing the same old thing. Maybe she saw my video, maybe she's listening to her fans and her audience more, maybe she's just waking up to common sense.
I mean, I want to focus on becoming healthy, and I want to be able to travel around and just, make health my priority.
Yes, it's about time that someone said, you know what? I'm tired with my life. I'm tired being in the same old position. Let me take control. Let me take some control. So I commend you, Foodie Beauty, for that. She needs community. She needs some people that are helping her really navigate this. Some people might say inpatient care, but she needs better support. She needs a community. So what I am doing right now, what I want to offer, and I want her to comment on this video, Foodie Beauty. If you are interested, I want to offer you access to Swolenormous X and the Swole fam. We have everything that you need, and we have helped many, many people that are morbidly obese transform their lives. And it starts with community. I do not see a positive community in your circle. I do not. From your comments, from your surroundings in your video, you need actual help, and literally, you need the framework. And you need people to be in your corner relentlessly, because it's not going to be a smooth journey. So if you're interested, Foodie Beauty, drop a comment down below and I am offering my help to you. So please, Foodie Beauty, drop a comment below this video. And this is something that has to stop, because you're absolutely right. In your fast food funeral video, this is going to be your funeral if you don't start eating better, fast. And working on these habits that will actually be reinforced and will actually improve your situation. This might be a minor step, but I literally see this being such a hardcore slingshot because I've seen it time and time again. So if you're interested, Foodie Beauty, drop a comment down below and I am happy to extend the Swole fam to you. I think the entire Swole fam would welcome you with open arms in order to make sure you get back on the right track and make some absolute amazing fucking progress, because you can.
I'm making this video in response to an offer of help from a fitness community guru named Papa Swole. Am I saying that right? Papa Swole. Swolenormous is the channel. This is my first time checking out one of his videos, and he made a video addressing my food funeral video. So he addressed me in his video and offered for me to become part of the community and offered his help. And I think I can definitely agree with that I definitely need help. And I think support from a community that is supportive of my weight loss would be really a good thing. And I know a lot of you, probably most of you, if not all of you, do want what's good for me, as well as I do now. And I really think I need the help. And I am definitely willing to accept the help. And I'm just going to, I guess this is my way of reaching out to you. I did leave a comment on your video, but just in case, I thought I would make a video just letting you know that I am ready. I mean, I'm as ready as I'll ever be, right? I don't think, like I said in my previous video, I don't think I'm ever going to be fully ready. I'm just going to have to do it. But I am as ready as I feel. I mean, I do feel ready. I guess just let me know how I can reach out to you, or if you reach out to me, my email is always in the description. I would really like to work with you. I want to get rid of this CPAP machine. I know that with help and support, I could be at a better place. And I really promise to give it my all. So, if you see this, let me know what to do, and I will be in your good hands. I really look forward to my community of Foodie Beauties supporting this journey, and it is for my own good. and I really appreciate the help and support. I really do. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it.
2 days later.
How are you guys? How are you? It's been a couple days, and I know that a lot of you are waiting for some kind of update, which is understandable.
Wait a minute, this is how it ends? There's so many questions left unanswered.
Don't touch anything when we're in the past. Even stepping on a mosquito could create a chain reaction that drastically alters the present. Really? Nah, you can do whatever you want. Come on!
I also thought I would talk to you guys about, I guess, a bit about like my weight loss goals for this week or whatever. So I've been doing things as sort of like last week, my method was just counting the calories and eating a lot more fruits and vegetables in my diet. I didn't really have like a real method, to be honest. I just was eating, sticking to my plant-based and not trying not to binge. So I was eating often. I was eating, I know people were saying that every 2 hours is a lot. Some people, it depends on your body. Like for somebody trying to recover from binge eating, I think I did read in the binge code. I'm pretty sure I read it from there, but I could be wrong. But basically, people are so loud outside. I'm gonna go throw a snowball at them. I'm just joking. So I think I read that eating every 2 hours to something satisfying will help prevent binging, right? So, and some people prefer to eat more frequently, but smaller amounts of things. And that's what I've been kind of doing, you know? But this week, what I'm going to do is, the problem with that is I was so worried about a binge urge coming on that I would eat, sometimes even when I wasn't hungry, I would think, okay, it's been 2 or 3 hours, maybe I should eat something. So this week, what I'm going to do is listen to my body. I'm going to try more of the intuitive eating and just try to eat when I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the parking lot of this gym, so I better go in and get my workout on. It looks pretty packed, but who cares? I'm not really afraid of people looking at me, to be honest. So I'm out of breath, I'm sorry. I'm usually out of breath for a while after exercise. I just got out of the gym. I just did a little bit on the treadmill today, not too much. I wasn't, you know, I'll get organized and do a better workout next time I'm here. They gave me a $100 gift card to use at the gym, so buying any of their attire, they have like their own cafe, which is almost like a Starbucks, but it's like they sell David's tea stuff, and I love David's tea. So they have smoothies, fruit smoothies, protein shakes you can buy with that card. So I mean, $100, you know, I'm gonna use it on teas and smoothies, like seriously. I have been to see the weight loss doctor at the weight loss clinic, or obesity doctor, I don't know who you would call it. And I just wanted to talk about my experience there and what I was told and what kind of plan I am to follow and everything like that. Now, just a bit of a disclaimer, I have done a lot of things on this channel. I have done plant-based, I have done fasting, I have done grape fasting, I have done a lot of things. So I just want to say that despite that, I'm going to give this plan my everything, and I just kind of, you just have to just suspend everything I've said in the past, because I've been through a lot of different things. I understand that. So when you hear what plan it is, you might think, But you were so against that. And yes, I was. And I am trying to have an open mind about this and to just give it a go. Like I said before, I think that the support is really needed. And I'm just having an open mind about what this doctor has told me. So I will be following it. And if I want to change course even sometime later in life when I've lost some weight, then, you know, so be it. But for now, I'm sticking to this because I need to stick to something. And this, you know, seems like a plan that's satiating, and it's going to hold me accountable with the support I have from their team. And it's just going to be, you know, it's a medical program. And it's just, I think it's something that I'll be able to follow. Okay, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. It's regarding just maybe clearing up a bit of confusion regarding the direction of my channel. I know, again, I'm changing courses. I try to do fun things on my channel, things that I enjoy, and I feel like mukbangs, story times, and weight loss, they don't mingle well together. So I honestly, if I'm being completely honest, without any filter, I find the weight loss material boring and tedious and just not something I'm into doing. And I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but I have to live my life the way I want to without being worried about the opinions of others. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not saying that I'm not going to continue to work on myself, but I probably will resort back to just counting calories and keeping a food journal and staying at the gym. And that's what I want to do, basically. You know, some people are following me expecting this to be an official weight loss journey, and which I understand because I kind of have been, you know, leading it on as that way for a while. And so this might come as a surprise, but, you know, I've been thinking, and it's just something, I just have more fun doing this type of channel, like when I first started my channel. So yeah, just wanted to explain that. So this is not going to be an official weight loss channel or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I know that will disappoint some people and I'll lose some viewers for that. And I apologize if I let you down in any way. But again, I have to ultimately live my life and do what I want to do. You know, so if I want to eat chicken wings one day or do carb mukbangs or whatever, then I'm going to do it and just deal with getting the backlash. So on a serious note, and I know you're gonna, look, at this point, if I was I am a YouTube viewer. I wouldn't watch me either at this point, because I know I probably look absolutely insane, and you know what? I probably am. I probably am. I just don't even, I feel so distant from my own brain. So here's the deal. Well, I think I told you guys when I went to see the diet doctor, the weight loss doctor, he did a consultation with me, a good hour, and he was like, "Oh, you have an eating disorder." Like, he was, you know, and he's like, "I want to refer you to the eating disorder clinic." And when I told him that my GP already did that, that's when he was like, "Okay, that's good." And he wanted to prescribe me something in the meantime to get the edge off until I can get in, because there's a wait list. And that's why I wanted to go to the hospital and tell them, look, I'm eating myself to death. So, and I watched my 600-pound life last night, and Kelly is the person that was in that, and, you know, God rest her soul, but unfortunately her heart gave out and she passed away. And I think that is just, that episode serves as such a wake-up call, hopefully, for a lot of people that are in the same boat, and I'm one of them, you know? But, I mean, I was bawling at the end of that episode. She was doing so well, and sometimes it's just too late. Sometimes it's too late to turn your life around. Sometimes there's no going back. You've done too much damage to your body already, and it's just too late. Sorry about the camera. So, that being said, I don't know what I was thinking that I could do mukbangs the way I've been doing them with the trigger food. And I know that's what I'm saying. I know people are going, duh, hello, you're so frustrating because we've been screaming that and you've been blocking us. When I have an idea in my head, I'm very stubborn, and it's not a good thing. whenever I first started doing, I always use that as a defense. When I first started doing my channel, I was doing mukbangs. But most people didn't know about my situation. And a lot about my life at that time. Now people do. And it's probably hard for them to watch mukbangs from somebody knowing that they suffer from an eating disorder. So I understand that. It's such a mess. On top of that, my biggest problem with mukbangs, for me, it's not just, that's one of the major issues, but another one is I was thinking, what kind of message am I giving to other people with my channel? I feel like by doing the unhealthy mukbangs, eating loads of junk, I'm giving a message that's kind of promoting disordered eating. Because that's not normal, it's not healthy, and it is hazardous to the health. So that really kind of bothered me, and I actually had, and you're thinking, duh, again, but I actually hadn't thought about that aspect of it. And for me, I feel like that's definitely something that bothers me. And I don't want to be known for that. Honestly, when it comes to mukbangs, it's the appeal that I can eat what I want and make more money doing it. Seriously, if I'm honest. But it's not so much more money that it is worth doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make healthier recipes and meals. Healthier choices, and try to do the doctor's plan, because I still have my appointment next week on Monday. 1 week from now, there's still time to get back on it and turn it around. I don't want to cry on camera and try to get sympathy. I'm just honestly just going through so much right now. And I don't even know what to do. I just feel like inside I'm screaming for help. And I assure you there is a lot of thinking that goes into it, and I have gone back to, I've teetered between plant-based, and I've gone back to eating animal products, and then holistic approach, blah blah blah, and I've done this a few times on my channel, and I always end up going back to trying holistic. I don't think I've given holistic healing enough time to really work. You guys are right, I don't stick with something long enough for it to work, and the way I explain that is that I'm not sure what is the right thing for me, but that's why I'm trying to find the right thing. And the thing that always makes me feel the best is the hardest thing to do, and that is to completely eliminate animal products and inflammatory foods from my diet. So like things like gluten, processed soy, GMO soy, animal products like dairy, especially processed meats and things like that. And I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to preach that people what they should eat and what they shouldn't eat. That's not it. I'm not trying to sound like I know everything. This is based on research that I've done myself and things that the way my body feels, and my conscience feels, and emotionally how I feel and things like that when I eat a certain way. So let me just clear this up, just reading your comments. So I'm not a weight loss channel, I'm not a mukbang channel, I'm a me channel. So I don't want to be labeled as a certain channel. And I think that, yes, most successful channels on YouTube fit into some kind of niche, but, or is it niche? I always hear people say niche. I don't know if it's niche or niche. I just don't like labels. I don't like, whatever. I mean, I just don't like the label of a weight loss. I did make this video before, no longer a weight loss channel. And it's because having a weight loss channel, like I've said before, on YouTube there's a lot of pressure, and people will say, well, you just don't want to be held accountable, you don't want to be, no, I don't want to be scrutinized and feel guilty for making a choice. So yeah, I guess if you want to call that being held accountable or whatever. I don't know why I always think I can go back to it and I can do this, and it just doesn't work out. It never works out. So I don't want to frustrate viewers, because a lot of people for some reason get frustrated with a lot of the back and forth and choices I make in my life. So I think it's just best if we just really seriously this time I'm just gonna do videos. I'm just gonna be me. If I don't want to address my weight right now, then that's my choice. I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do things my way, when I'm ready, at my pace. And if you want to watch, you're going to watch. If you don't, then you're going to unsubscribe. I'm not going to be blackmailed with losing subscribers like was done with another YouTuber. I just really, if you don't want to be here to watch my videos, then don't. That's all I'm saying. And I think that's going to work best. And yes, I know that I brought a lot of this on myself, because I make declarations and start things that I usually don't ever finish. And yeah, that's a major character flaw, or it might be, part of something. I don't know. We all have character flaws. We all have problems. So whatever. I'm not going to feel bad about it. Get down on myself about it. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm just going to keep making my content. Like I said, I'm going to be logging off of the internet for a little while. I'm not leaving YouTube permanently or anything like that, but I'm taking a break as long as it takes to get some help, because I honestly don't know how much more I can take of this. I had another binge, and I ate to the point of being sick. Amy and I are going to be with family later today, so I thought I would take the opportunity this morning, since I was up early, to do a video for you guys. And my 300-pound life is going to be a recurring series on my channel. It's going to be a series talking about all things weight related, my struggles, my successes, weigh-ins. So it's going to be anything weight related. If there's any exercise vlogs, it's going to be in my 300-pound life. So stuff related to weight loss, basically. Yum. Beauty bite. Guys, I have not had anything to eat. Feels like forever. I'm trying intermittent fasting again. And do not underestimate the power of intermittent fasting, guys, because I had enough sodium yesterday. By the title of the video, you're probably clicking on this video and rolling your eyes, because my track record is that I have tried, I've changed my mind about diets many different times. I've tried different things, some for longer periods than others, but mostly not for very long periods of time. So the last time I talked about keto, I was doing more research into it and really considering giving it a try. So my thing is, I'm not really good at following through with things. However, since I did start treatment, I have been doing well with certain things. So sticking to, small goals for now, but with the weekly shopping, the not eating fast food, not going to drive-thrus, things like that. So it's getting better. And for me, I feel like it's like using a muscle. The more you use it, the more, it grows and grows. So it gets easier over time. So basically what I am going to talk about today is that I did talk to my doctor since then, and I think that I would really like to give keto a really good try. A really honest try, a really good try for 30 days and see if it makes any difference. I feel that it will, which is why I'm really wanting to do this. Wednesday, I saw the weight loss doctor. So the weight loss doctor, I told him I was on Vyvanse. I told him I was being seen at the eating disorder clinic, and he said, that's good, that's good. So I said, and I told him I had done keto, but I wasn't doing it properly, because seeing his eating plan really showed me that I was overeating by a lot, like portion-wise, by a lot. So it's like things like, and just eating out too much, like even that like pizza where I took the toppings off, like I wasn't measuring in ounces how much I was eating, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, and I was eating a ton of sodium, and just not a very healthy diet, period, keto or not, you know? So, and everyone's body's different. Some people might be able to lose weight eating like that. I don't think that works for me, the way I was eating. So, his plan is going to help me with portions. Health is not that black and white. And mental health is a big part of that. And feeling bad about myself, like, honestly, there's not going to be any more coming on here crying to you guys like, I'm so sorry, guys. I lied to you. I had a cheeseburger on Tuesday and I didn't tell you about it. Like, how? No. That's why I think weight loss journeys are bullshit. I'm not downing you if you have a weight loss journey and you're losing weight. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. But for me, no. If I lose weight and I get to my set point weight one day, sure, I'll share with you how I did it or whatever. Honestly, right now, I haven't binged. Not binge eating, because I saw a saying, it's like, what you deny yourself today, you'll binge on later. And it's just like, it's so true. That's for me anyway. I don't have to come to Popeyes and be like, oh, it's forbidden food and eat in secret. You know, it's like, I don't think of food as, you know, it's like, within reason, obviously.
It's ridiculous for people to be like, you're gonna die. Oh well, we're all gonna die. And honestly, I don't want to live to be 70, 80 eating kale. I just don't. So,
you know, like, okay, body positivity thing. I realize I'm not going to be part of the body positivity movement, because a lot of it is bullshit. Like the health at any size. I'm not going to ever sit here and say obesity is healthy. What I would like is the right to be a fat person with a presence on... Joe, when pizza's in the dumpster, dive around the block. Joe! As a fat person, to have a presence on social media without my weight, having to explain my weight, you know? Like, basically. And it's just like other obese people judging other obese people. You know, I get a lot of comments like, well, the difference between you and this person is that they're losing weight. So that doesn't make them a better person, like, just because I'm not losing weight, you know? Your weight is your business. And it took me a long time to realize that. It's like looking back at my old videos, like crying to you guys because I would eat a hamburger and feel like shit about myself. And it's like, my changes will come when they come. And I'm not, you know, I don't need people to tell me. Nobody overweight needs people to tell them, parent them and tell them, you need to exercise, what you're eating is not good for you, this and that. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, you know, but it's just like, you know, like Charlie, like, you know, yeah, she's lost a lot of weight and that's amazing, you know, but she's still not out of the woods. Nobody is, you know, it's like, you could relapse. It's just, I just feel like, I feel at this point it's for, you know, because that's what her channel is. Not just her, but like a lot of other people, they make money and, like they get views and all that based on discussing these things. And it's like weight loss is a subject for her. That's what she needs to talk about. Same with Obese to Beast. He does that. He has a lot of videos where he's talking about the dangers of obesity, being against body positivity, being against, you know, so I get that. But to me, it's just like, if you're like really big, I just feel like that's what the fat positivity thing is for me. It's like, I don't feel like people really have the right to talk about someone else's journey. You know what I mean? I know I have an eating disorder. I have an eating disorder. I'm addicted to food. I know that I'm morbidly obese. I know I don't look like everyone else, but feeling like shit about those things and feeling guilty about them and getting myself down about them makes it worse than accepting them and thinking of loving myself the way I am now. Then, you know what I mean? Like, it just helps me in some ways. So, can you blame them? Seriously? No, we cannot. So I was thinking, like, the only way like, what if I was like the first person to lose a mass amount of weight doing mukbangs? But that would take planning, dedication. Because there's no doubt that the only way these people are able to stay stacked while eating so much is because A, they don't eat like that all the time, off camera. B, they work out a lot. Like a lot. And plan their eating. So, want a bite dripping with butter? Honestly, it excites me to think that I can eat like that as long as I stick to the other conditions. OMAD is a good method. I don't eat breakfast very often. I'm trying to be a little quiet because baby's barely getting, it's like 5 in the morning, 5, almost 6 in the morning right now, and I'm just like super hungry, and the hunger woke me up. I'm like, I need to eat something. So I thought I would just do a video for you guys because I'm eating my cheat day. And I'm doing that because I really want it and I'm really hungry. And yeah, Parmesan. So just don't even listen to me, okay? This is why this is real good Parmesan. Parm Bay, that's me. So it's just like, I just feel like, this is why I don't talk about these things on my channel. I didn't want to because, and I brought it up, I know. I'm not blaming anybody, it's my fault. You know, I can't do right now, guys. I just can't do. I'm just, you know, so that's how it is. I mean, everyone's gonna have an opinion on that, that's fine. Whatever, but I gotta live my life, you know? So, I'm having lobster mac and cheese. I'm so, at like 5:30 in the morning. And this is the Caesar mix I was talking about. My food addiction, which I deny having a lot of the time, or I feel like I can control, just keeps winning and winning. And a big part of me just doesn't care sometimes. But on top of that, I'm going through is not knowing how to get help for it. I feel like, I'm trying. I'm being seen by a psychiatrist at the Center for Eating Disorders. This psychiatrist specializes in eating disorders, and I'm not blaming anybody for this. I'm just going to share what my experience is trying to get help. All of these centers for eating disorders here in my city seem to focus around bulimia and anorexia. That's what they mention on their website, the dangers of it. It seems like overeating and food addiction is not recognized in the medical society officially. Obesity is, but obesity seems to be an eating disorder unlike anorexia and bulimia. It seems to be more that the onus is more on the individual to change. So when I'm set intermittent fasting, for me, when I would eat like larger amounts of food, that would be my meal. You know, I'd eat like in the 4 to 6 window or whatever. And then for me, I'd be full forever, for a while. So I don't need to eat again for a long time. So for me, it just helps digest fully. And I feel better that way, you know? I'm not doing it for weight loss. I'm doing it to feel healthier. I don't feel that my weight is anyone's business. And I've changed my mind about that since doing weight-related stuff on my channel. I'm sorry, but I feel as a big person, I don't, like, just because I'm big and eating, doesn't mean I owe anyone an explanation. You know, people talk about food addicts and people with eating disorders. We have to eat, regardless. And you can't judge somebody, you can't dictate how somebody's treating that disorder. I'm going to take Megan McCollum, I think, is it Megan McCollum? There's couple of other mukbangers who, used to be big and have issues with eating, disordered eating, and it's a lot more common than you think. So you can't just discriminate against me. She's really fit now, and she still does large mukbangs. And she eats a lot more than I do. And she used to be overweight. You can't dictate how somebody treats their issues. For me, overly restricting and abstinence, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not the way I'm doing things, and that's my business. Like, I do keep track of my weight. I don't share it anymore because I'm not into being shamed. I notice that comments when people are trying to lose weight, they get so much praise. But when people aren't, or they're overweight and it doesn't seem like they're trying to lose weight, they get hate. And it's just like, I'm not about that, you know? Nobody deserves hate based on if they're trying to lose weight or not. And you don't know what someone's trying to do in their private life. You're just assuming. And this ties into, I have been keeping track of my weight. I actually weigh less than I did before my surgery. How is doing mukbangs not self-harm? Like I said, we have to eat. Everyone has to eat. For me, it helps me. And that's fine if you don't believe that. You don't need to. For me, eating delicious food, to me, it feels like a job now. At first it was a bit rocky because I was like, whoa, wow, you know, all this food. But now it's like, it's a job. And around that, I embrace eating healthy. You know what I mean? I embrace having a schedule that I can finally, like, stick to. And by not labeling foods as bad or good, I'm helping with that disordered way of thinking. So for me, mukbangs are helping. And you can say, well, how come you're not losing weight? Dude, you don't know how much I weigh. 2, it's going to take a long time, since I'm not drastically restricting calories, to really lose a good amount of weight. So it's like, I guess time will tell. But in the meantime, I don't feel like my weight. I think if you're here to watch me, I'm going to do mukbangs. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. But don't try to make life miserable for everybody else who chooses to live their way life in a way that you don't agree with. To me, that's discrimination. And what that means is, I'm not negating the health risks that obesity carries with it. What I'm saying is, just because you see somebody overweight, don't make assumptions on their health. And that's actually thin privilege. Whenever if you're small, people look at you and don't automatically assume that you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have cholesterol problems. Anyone with cholesterol problems I know is thin. So don't make assumptions just based on how somebody looks, is what I'm trying to get at. My intentions for my channel and my intentions for year 2020, I am, as you've guessed by the title, I plan on doing a 365-day, I guess, kind of journey to health. I have some solid reasons why I need to do this. The days you haven't seen me, I have been working on this whole plan. You know, I realize a lot of this is going to be like all talk. You know, I need to earn the trust back from you guys because I've embarked on many journey starts. And all I can say to that is I'm just going to try again, you know. And if I'm doing this mainly for myself, so I have something to look back on. So I can give meaning to this 30 years of just, you know, doing damage to my health. So it has a meaning in the end and a victorious outcome. And, you know, so I can document it and I can look back and be proud. And if there's a group of you who want to follow me along the way, that's a plus, that's a bonus. For those of you who enjoy unhealthy mukbangs, I can guarantee you that that's not going to happen, which I know I've said it as well. So some people might hang around for a while to see if that's true, wait for me to crack, go to Arby's. We'll see. So anyway, I just, this is not a competition for me. This is not really a challenge. I'm just calling it that for the sake of videos, make my videos kind of marketable to you guys, but 386. My weight is the highest it's ever been, and it's just going to keep going up if I don't do something about it. And you're going to say, well, you need to lose weight for yourself, and yes, I agree with that, but I want to do it for you guys. I want to do it for you guys. I want to do it for my family. I want to do it for my grandma who doesn't want to leave this earth until she knows I'm okay. And having more health problems than your grandmother is sad. I should be worrying more about her and taking care of her. So I want to do it for a good life with BB. I want to do it for you guys, to inspire people. I want to inspire people and make my channel mean something. And I just want to touch on a couple things. One is, I am reading all your comments. I haven't had time to reply to them. There are many, but I do read them. I want you to know, and I do appreciate them. And I really love when you guys give me your input. It is really helpful a lot of the time. And a lot of you are on this journey with me, and just really means a lot. So thank you for your support. So this is not just a year journey. This is a lifelong thing, but I'm going to start with this year for the purpose of my videos. I want to try to do a vlog every single day. So like I said, that I have something to look back on my progress in this journey. And in a year, I think a good year, I could drop probably, you know, if I'm really diligent, I could drop a good amount of weight. So that's why I just picked a year of straight vlogging. Now, that is a lot, I know, but we can do this. I can do this. So if you're just tuning in, I've decided to change the content of my channel again, and just going to try to do some daily videos for you guys of all kinds of videos. This week alone, I have Adventure with Pete's planned, and some shopping, grocery shopping, what I eat, makeup reviews, just daily living vlogs, stuff like that. Some of them will be titled My 400-Pound Life, as I talk about my, you know, journey with weight and battling food addiction and stuff like that. So it's going to be all different things. I'm going to do some, you know, cooking, a variety, basically a variety show. Variety train wreck show. So anyways, that's okay. It's okay if my life's a mess right now, because I'm going to be changing that, and I want to document that. Alright, so before I start talking to you guys about what I want to talk to you about today, I just want to first say that what I'm about to talk about specifically pertains to me and my body and my system. I'm not going to be talking negatively about other diets, other forms of eating, other lifestyles that work for other people, because what we have to remember is it's not me against them or them against me. Everybody is an individual, and everybody is different. And I have trouble breathing because I've been cleaning, dusting, and kissing my cats. You know, the huge. Anyways, so this is not supposed to be a preachy video. This is just some things that I've noticed for myself, and as a result of really paying attention to how my body feels when I eat certain ways or do certain things. This is just meant to be me talking about my journey, the Daily Chantal, about how I feel, how I've been paying attention to really how I'm feeling, how my body feels when I eat a certain way. So just keep in mind, if you are eating keto, if you are eating dirty keto, if you are eating low carb, if you're eating air, whatever works for you, made you healthy, works for you, made you successful at weight loss, that's all that matters. So, alright, so I also want to say that I know a lot of people are going to roll their eye regarding saying, you know, oh, here we go, there's a cycle, blah, 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 and talk about cycling in a negative sense. I'm actually grateful for my cycling, because if you're cycling, it means you haven't learned anything, right? It means, not that you haven't learned anything, you may have picked up some things each time. Each cycle might be different, but cycling is important. It's important I'm grateful for the cycles I've gone through, and they've taught me a lot about myself, believe it or not. So I'm focusing on the positive of the cycling. So in every cycle, pretty much, I go through this phase where I'm, as a food addict, I go through these phases where I don't even know where you would start in a circle. I guess it would just be, you have these moments of clarity. You go through these binges, the cycle of being off the wagon, basically, of just binging and eating terribly, eating whatever you want, giving into your food addiction, not being able to control it. to getting, you start feeling ill. Your body starts feeling sick, and you start feeling, you're just more depressed, and you start feeling like, okay, I need to make a change. So you have all these moments of clarity, these moments of awakening, and you start feeding your body healthy food. You start, saying, I have a grip on this. And then you start to, it gets tough because you're going through withdrawal. Your body's like, your mind and your body are like, I want this food. I want this food, Eating super clean is scary. I think it's going to cause me to binge. I better eat in moderation. So you would go to something like try some normal diet that people are doing, like Weight Watchers, where you can eat things in moderation, like, okay, you can have a bowl of chips. It's 6 or 7 points. You can eat at the restaurant, but you got to watch your points. And I know it sounds like I'm being condescending, but I'm not. Weight Watchers is a great system for a normal eater who is not super morbidly obese, maybe has a few pounds to lose, 20, 30 pounds, and isn't a food addict and doesn't have an eating disorder, because you can be overweight and not have an eating disorder. For those people, they can have something in moderation. They definitely can have something in moderation. For a food addict, unfortunately, and this is the hardest part to accept, is that you have to completely, I'm not saying you, I have to completely, and I've done and have learned this from cycling, completely eliminate any trigger food. I can there's some healthy food I can binge on. The thing so I asked myself, can I see myself binging on it? And if the answer is yes, I don't eat it. And that leaves me with very, very few options to eat, of course. But that's a good thing. And I always saw that as restrictive, but as an addict, I have to eliminate all triggers. And I have to only eat what I need and nothing else. The only foods, like I said, that don't hurt my system, I feel the best, is when I eat really fresh, hydrating food. Now, I've been on and off with this, so I'm not experiencing the full benefit of this way of eating. But if I know that I'm consistent, then I know that I feel like there will be a huge health breakthrough. Because anybody who I've ever watched, and I do watch a lot of people, and I follow people on Instagram who are high raw, fruitarian, vegan, and it's they just look so like they're glowing. Like they have this like vitality, this glowing look, like and that's, when you eat fresh fruits and vegetables, a lot of them have high water content. Some fruits are like 90-something% water, so it's possible to drink your hydration. But being hydrated is what's responsible for that glowy look, that really dewy skin look, that beautiful skin look. And that's why when I did that, I know I always go back to that, but that 5-day water fast was, I felt changes in myself that were just amazing. Like my skin looks so amazing. You guys noticed it. But unfortunately, I had a very weak moment and stopped it. So now this is going to be very ambitious, and it's going to be very hard, which is why I want to check in with you guys daily. Yes, for accountability. And I really don't understand my mindset of that defensive when I ask for accountability, and then when I go off my plan and people, not give me shit, but give me shit. I take it so wrong, and it's because I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong, and I get defensive about it. But like, I don't understand my mentality back then of that. And it wasn't that long ago, but I don't understand why would I think I wouldn't? Why would I think that I'm always right? You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. It's just really weird, the different mindsets I've gone through. So I want to check in every day, because especially at first, it's very dangerous. And if I feel like if I don't, I'll just go missing again and come up with some excuse or whatever when I come back. So we're going to do this. So I'm doing this type of eating for health.
I just wanted to put, I guess, kind of an introduction to preface what's going to happen in the video. You're going to see me eating things and doing things. And I just want to kind of explain a bit about what I'm doing right now, because I feel like I kind of owe you guys a bit of an update, because I've been so confusing lately, but always, but more than usual.
So I had an appointment today with my psychiatrist, and this is a psychiatrist who's part of an eating disorders program. And despite me feeling like I'm not getting enough out of it, for me, psychiatrists, I feel like I said, I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of help or pointed towards help. What I wanted to talk about was just letting you know that, I talked to them a lot about my issues with food and my recent wanting to, jump right into fruitarianism and everything else, all that stuff. And I don't want to say crazy because I think that I'm not going to dismiss any lifestyle that people choose, but they did make me see that, he was like, no. Why, he's like, why can't you just do what I'm telling you to do? This is about 1,300 calories. Now, I'm allowed like 2,700. 27 something, according to my FitnessPal. In order to, like, when you sign up for my FitnessPal, they ask you all these questions: your age, your height, your weight. They won't recommend that you lose more than, they recommend 1 pound a week weight loss. So I'd probably even be allowed to eat more calories, but I'm gonna go for 2 pounds a week, and which is still okay for them. And I'm allowed like 2,700. So this is like my first meal, but it's like, you know what I mean? Let's give you a beat bite. So let me just tell you, I clicked on one of my videos today. I've been doing consistent uploads. I've been back and forth with my channel content, wanting to do weight loss journey, going back to mukbangs because that's what I originally was doing. I had a couple of makeup videos, but I originally was doing mukbangs before anything weight related. My mistake was bringing my weight into it. I take full ownership for that, but recently I've been consistently doing mukbang uploads, and I know people think you can't lose weight when you're eating mukbangs or whatever. I disagree with that, but I guess we'll just have to see. I don't know. I'm not promising any weight loss or anything. I just don't think it's impossible to do. A lot of people disagree with that. That's fine. So I've been doing nothing related to weight, okay? And still, a lot of people have opinions on my weight. My weight is a very popular topic on here, but it's not going to be on my channel. So if you're just here to come and be like, wow, you've gotten so huge, you can just kiss me big ass and head on out. Capiche? Yeah, so just wanted to get that out there. I'm just going to ignore these things like I've been doing. These people are just talking to themselves because I don't have Twitter. I don't have messages on my Instagram. I very rarely anymore see any reaction videos pop up. So go ahead. Have fun talking to yourself. If you're coming here, I'm not going to be going back just to see if I lost weight, gained weight, to see if I'm going to be cycling and going back to a weight loss journey. It's not going to happen. I don't think this is something that's ever going to not be a topic of discussion unless I do lose weight. Sadly. A lot of people are having a conversation about my weight, about what I'm doing in my videos, whatever. And it's not a discussion, it's a soliloquy for them because I'm not part of that discussion anyways. I don't want to be. I just want to come on here, entertain you guys, talk to my followers, my loyal fans or whatever. Anything else? I'm not a part of, and that includes people's opinions of me. Some of these people are beating a dead horse. Like, it's the same commentary over and over. Like, you know what I do. You know what I'm like by now. I don't need experts trying to explain to me. And don't complain about how much chicken wing I eat. I'm not wasting. I eat the meat. I'm not eating bristle. So today we are going to do something a bit different. We are going to do, pretty sure I did this maybe before, I'm sure I did. But this is going to be an actual official fast food funeral. And I have to do this, so it's either I quit YouTube or I change the program, or I change my material. And do I love eating fast food and things that are not good for me? Yes. Do I wish I could eat them every day without consequence? Obviously. But that's not the case. It's just not gonna work out. And no matter how much I think I can control fast food, it controls me. So, and a lot of people are going to say, no shit, you know, you've blocked a lot of people for telling you stuff like that. And yeah, because I guess it's just something I don't want to be true. You know, like, I don't want to have this problem with food. I mean, I don't know how other to explain it than just complete denial over the situation. And when I go through phases of saying I can control my eating habits, I'll just have some and I'll eat healthy the rest of the time, and it just never happens. But when I say those things, it's like I really believe them, so I really don't know how to stop those thoughts from like making them reality. Do you know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm gonna eat today a lot of my favorite junk, and then I have to bury it before it buries me. I did that for dramatic effect, but it's true. I think we all know the dangers of obesity and how it cuts your life almost in half, so if not more. So I don't want to die. I don't want to feel like shit anymore. I don't want to feel like a prisoner of food, like all I do all day is think about food. And doing mukbangs, at least the unhealthy ones, because when I do ones that I cook a healthy meal, it's like I have to eat a healthy meal anyway, so it doesn't feel the same as having to figure out what kind of unhealthy food I want to do and then be consumed by it. So I feel like a lot of people will understand that. I feel like some people won't. But I can tell you right now, there's not a single person in my life who understands what I'm going through. So here's the thing. I know a lot of you are dying to know how I'm doing, especially since offering help from Papa Swole. How they're doing it with me is they're providing me for free with their service, so that's very generous. I appreciate it. I like his philosophy. He's very knowledgeable. I don't want to tell you everything about it, but it's about an elimination diet. And to me that makes a lot of sense because he really is knowledgeable about like the functions of the body and how foods affect it. So like, and by doing an elimination diet for like 2 to 6 weeks, you can basically cleanse out your body by eating certain foods that are really just clean and healthy. And right at the bottom it says this is not a restriction diet, it is meant to be an elimination diet. And it's not forever, it's just temporary, so that you can slowly introduce food groups into your diet, wait a while and journal how you're feeling. And it's a very healthy way to do things that, you know, just give your body a rest, to cleanse out and everything. And I like that philosophy on paper. But in practice, knowing myself, I'm not trying to just cop out and not take responsibility for my health and everything like that. But I just feel like for myself, elimination is a form of restriction. And I know the idea is to just get past that hump of like the 2 weeks and your palate will start to change. But I think elimination wise, I'm gonna have to, I think, go a lot slower. I don't know, because I'm a food addict, but I'm also a food lover. I love food. I love making recipes. I love trying foods from different cultures. And to just always have to be super, super strict. I mean, looking at the amount of, I'm having a hard time trying to say what I want to say. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of people that are really rooting me on to do this. And I really don't want people to think that I'm like dogging like Swolenormous. I think it's an amazing tool. I think what this person does is amazing. I think finding what really, really works for you and what you feel right doing is key. And despite having so many people believing in this and urging me to do it, I feel like I need a different kind of help. Like, I don't think I should have stopped my therapy, because I'm not right in the head. I'm just gonna say it. I really want to emphasize again, I'm not ungrateful and I'm not giving up on myself. I'm just trying to explain how I feel about everything. The Facebook group, people are very supportive, but I don't think I like online support. I know that sounds bad, but there's like too many people. It's not personal enough. It's not, I don't know these people. You know what I mean? And I don't have time or really the desire to be on another social media platform. I kind of want to just find my way. Even though you have seen nothing but failure so far, I still want to find my own way. When I finally do it, I don't want it to be because of somebody else or somebody else's program with all the credit going on me. Like, I know that sounds really self-absorbed. This Papa Swole is very knowledgeable, and it did give me an outside perspective outside of my own self. I know what's best for myself. My problem is not that I don't know what to do, it's that I just don't do it. And I have to really find a way for me to be successful with it. And I know no matter what I do, it's gonna take a lot of hard work. But for somebody who doesn't like hard work, I think people want me to become this like super turn my complete channel around into like a weight loss, health, fitness channel. And I hate fitness. Like, I hate working out. If I ever do exercise, it will probably just be walking, honestly. I hate yoga. I hate meditation. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna be fat forever. I know you're thinking I'm hopeless right now, okay? But I'm just gonna start with the fast food, like I said I was gonna do. And I'm going to go back to therapy, really try to get my mental health in check. And for support, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna use my family and friends for now, because I know I can talk to them. I know they don't understand 100% what it's like to be a food addict, but I don't like the impersonal online thing. It doesn't work for me. Like, I just don't want to go on Facebook. So those are my qualms. Again, I'm not dogging on the Swolenormous X website or their program or anybody who helps people. And I just don't feel like myself when I'm doing weight loss health content. Like, I feel like I'm being a good little pupil or something, and I just hate that. Like, I just want to be true to myself, and if people make fun of me, whatever, you know? Now, no, I'm not going back to picking out on mukbangs and stuff like that. But I do want to cook more, do recipes, and I still want to do story times and maybe some mukbangs with, I don't know, you even call it a mukbang at that point, but like, you know, things I enjoy doing. Every time I say something, I picture like a response video of people like, it is serious, you're gonna die, your health is serious. I know, okay? I know this sounds so terrible and so uninspirational, but I don't really want to be an inspiration to people. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel so frustrated. Like, I just feel like I can't escape my weight being a public issue, and I really just want to be seen as myself, not as my weight. I know my weight is not healthy. I want to deal with it in the way that I think is best for me. I guess I just feel really vulnerable when I start really getting into it, you know? So I am working on it. I'm gonna share with you guys, of course, but I just don't think that I want to be part of a definitive program, especially online. And I don't mean that I didn't mean to sneer, especially online. It's just not for me. It works for some people. But I just find it a bit overwhelming and a little impersonal. So, starting to learn to eat more at home and less processed things. But to be one of those completely super clean eaters, you know, like just grass-fed bison and avocado and sweet potato, like, I don't even like any of that. I don't know. If I don't like the food, I know I'm gonna fail. I just know myself. Like, I may as well just give up right now. I'm not a troll. I don't know. I really don't understand why people think that. Like, anything I do, I don't have it in my mind to troll people for views or whatever. You know, I just come on here and be myself most of the time and just do whatever I feel like doing.
The next day.
And the onions are still caramelizing, so be right back. Probably should just put them in like that, eh? Hi, Sam. Alright guys, let me show you. Oh, I got one flat. They trolled me for sure, they trolled me. And don't complain about how much chicken wing I eat. I'm not wasting. I eat the meat, I'm not eating gristle. So